What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video we're going to be playing the Rage Global Tournament. So the deck I'm going to be using, I saw someone else inside of the tournament was 22-1 with it, which is pretty solid. The tournament started only a few hours ago, so I wanted to get a video out for you guys pretty quickly, and as you guys can see, it is this spawner deck here. So spawners are actually quite good in the Rage mode because they spawn more frequently, and the stuff that spawns out moves so quickly, so it's super annoying for the opponents to deal with. And because a lot of other people are using spawners and the Elixir Collector, you got the Earthquake, which is going to be very good against those things. And then the Giant Skeleton's a good tank that kind of just tanks for all of the stuff that spawns out of these spawners. And then you got the Zappies, which is just very good on defense, Flying Machine, which is very annoying, and then the Mother Witch to spawn pigs against all the stuff spawning out. And the Mighty Miner is just the best champion right now, so you have it in the deck for that 3-card cycle, and just because champions are broken. So before we hand the first game, if you guys would like to support me, you can use my credit code BOSS in any Super game. Well, yeah, that being said, let's get started here. We're just at 1 win right now. I didn't play a ton. Sometimes I'll start recording at like 10 wins going to 15, but because it's the first few hours of this tournament and I wanted to get a video out quickly, I decided I would just start here. But we might play more games than usual because the Rage games tend to go a little quicker than regular games because, well, there's just so much stuff going on, and also, it actually starts at 1.3 times Elixir. So, go Zappies here. So he's got a Hog deck. Hog is kind of interesting. I don't think it's that good of a card to use in the Rage mode. I mean, maybe it is, but I would just assume it's not that great. If you want to use something like Hog, you'd probably be better off running like Royal Hogs or something, because the Royal Hogs, I feel like with the Rage, because there's, a few of them, they get a lot of value, I would assume. So that Giant Skeleton Bomb should kill the Magic Archer, especially because it walks faster in the Rage. It walks right inside of it, so that is perfect, of course. So I guess we'll go for a Flying Machine here. And I guess you could use arrows in this deck if you wanted to, but I think it's just kind of, unfortunate he's got the Firecracker. Most people don't use it, so I don't think you really need to have arrows to take her out. But if you happen to match a bunch of Firecracker or stuff like that, then maybe you could add in arrows if you want. I guess it just kind of depends on preference. So that is going to hit the Magic Archer. We're just going to go for an Earthquake to deal damage to it. It won't quite take it out. Alright, let's see. So there we go. The Spear Goblins do take out the Magic Archer. We're just going to go for Zappies here in the back. He'll go for a Valkyrie, so we're going to get a Mighty Miner down on top of that Valk. And yeah, as you can see, these spawners are definitely kind of annoying for him to deal with. So Flying Machine does take out the Firecracker. Perfect. Are able to deal with that. Flying Machine does get on the tower as well, and as you can see, so a lot of the cards in this deck just pair really nicely with that Rage and just end up getting a lot of value. He's got a very strange deck because I feel like Magic Archer and Firecracker kind of serve a similar purpose, so having both of them in the same deck doesn't really make much sense in my opinion. So we're just going to go for a Furnace here, and yeah, we're getting chip damage on the tower still. At this point, we pretty much already won because we probably can just, even just keep cycling Earthquakes and stuff. And also, we'll just continue to get chip damage anyway. So we'll just go for another Furnace here. And maybe I was going to Fly Machine to snipe that Firecracker, but went for a Valk in front, so we can't do that. Go Giant Skelly here. I feel like Phoenix is actually, even though it's a very good card, I feel like it's not that good in this because there's so many people running a bunch of swarmy cards, which Phoenix doesn't do that good against. So I don't think it's that great. So that really shows you that in different game modes, there's kind of like different cards that are solid in each. Like the meta is very different than if it's a normal game, or even if it was a double Elixir or triple Elixir tournament. There's just different decks that tend to do better in Rage. So we're going to go for a Goblin Hut here, and he's going to have a Furnace as well as a Goblin Hut. So we're probably going to Earthquake the Hut because I think the EQ gets a little bit more value against that than the Furnace. Even though it's still good against the Furnace because the Goblin Hut's 5 Elixir, we probably want to play it on that. So this could end up being a mirror match, or at least something very similar. I guess we'll see. So the Mother Witch is going to be very valuable in this type of match. At least I would assume. Okay, he's got the Mega Knight, so in general, I would say Giant Skeleton does pretty good against the Mega Knight. Also, the Mighty Miner does as well. feel like it fares a little better, but I guess we'll see what happens. So we're going to go for a Mighty Miner here. We're going to go for a Mother Witch. And I might actually EQ the Furnace this time, just because he doesn't have a Hut down, and he might have to play something for that Mighty Miner. Wow, he's not doing anything. That's going to be Tower down. Yeah, we pretty much already won, I would say. We just have to defend the rest of the game. So that was a nice and easy first push there. As you can see, the Giant Skeleton did a really good job against that Mega Knight. I think the mistake he made is he didn't wait for the Giant Skeleton to cross over. Instead, he played the Mega Knight kind of early, which as a result, he wasn't able to defend that well, so he kind of messed up there. So I guess, like I said, we're just going to play defense, so we're just going to go for Goblin Hut, same lane as his, and he's got a Mother Witch as well. So yeah, there's a lot of other people running Mother Witch just because it's quite good against Spear Goblins, as you can see. I'm hoping that Flying Machine will die there. It should, I think. I'm going to EQ. I just missed the... I don't know why, if you guys saw that the AirPods came up. I don't even know why that happened, because I think they're in the case right now, charging, so that was weird that that even happened. That's like the first time I've recorded a video and they've activated like that, so I don't even know how that happened, but I guess it's good. As long as it doesn't mess with the sound that you guys hear or anything like that. So Giant Skelly there, just a tank. Gonna go for... Actually, we're going to go for defensive EQ here just to take out this Mother Witch so it doesn't get a ton of value. Set up another Furnace here. And yeah, the defense is going alright, I would say, right now. So yeah, we pretty much won a mirror match here. I think our variant's a bit better because we have the Giant Skeleton, which I think is better than the Mega Knight. And that's going to be GG. And yeah, as you can see, it goes to 2.7 times, so not quite 3 times, but way more than normal. Oh, he's got the Fireball as well. Did he even use that earlier? I don't remember it. So he's got the EQ and the Fireball. That definitely makes your cycle kind of weird, I feel like. That's why I have only one spell in mind. I guess the Fireball could be useful, and it should have been for him, because we had Zappies and Mother Witch, but I guess it didn't really matter that much. I just think it's better to have... In these types of modes, you don't want to have too many spells. So, like, that's another big difference. Like, on ladder or in, like, regular mode global tournaments, you could run a deck with 3 spells. Like, for example, maybe you have, like, Rocket Log Delivery or something, or, like, EQ Log Delivery. But in Rage, it's kind of weird having that many spells, because spells don't really get affected by the Rage spell, if that makes sense. Only... troops do, so you're much better off having troops than spells inside of this kind of this type of mode. So we're gonna go for a Mighty Miner here, unless he's got Zappies or something. That's gonna, yeah, and even if he did have Zappies, it would still take it out really nicely. So yeah, that's exactly why the Mighty Miner's in this deck, because a lot of other people are running Giant Skeleton and Mega Knight, so you kind of have like a reliable answer to that. It's pretty cheap, and it charges so quickly when it gets raged up, so it's just such a good card in this. That was a horrible Furnace placement, because that allowed me to go for an Earthquake both on the Furnace as well as the Goblin Hut, and yeah, this is looking very good for us already. It's kind of a similar deck to the last guy. He's got Cannon Cart and Mega Knight, and I think it's pretty clear by now that this is the better variation with the Giant Skeleton and the Mighty Miner, because it looks like we're going to probably win this one pretty easily as well, at least with how it's going now. We have a really nice lead. He's probably going to go Mega Knight, I would guess. Yeah, there's the Mega Knight. So, we're just going to go for a Mighty Miner here. And yeah, it looks like he doesn't have anything to reset it, and yeah, it just charges up so quickly. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to send that in the other lane because it was getting... targeted. I don't think it's going to do much in the other lane, but whatever. Go for a Furnace here. Okay, he does go for his own Furnace, so we're going to go for an Earthquake on top of that. Let's see what he's going to do here. I guess we'll go Giant Skelly in the back. That should be fine. We'll go Mighty Miner as well. Go for a Goblin Hut. Ooh, okay, he is gonna... Oh, yeah, we just send that in the opposite lane. I don't know why I wasn't thinking that right away. Yeah, so there we go. Nice and easy defense there. He was not expecting that. Worked out really nicely. It's going to be Tower down on the left, and pretty much no time for him to make a comeback. So that's going to be GG. Another easy win here. I think our variation definitely has matchup against his, because he doesn't have her set to the Mighty Miner. And I don't know if he had an Earthquake either. If he did, he just didn't... Did he use it? I can't even remember. But yeah, anyway, we got the Earthquake for his Huts, so pretty solid matchup here for us. If I were to change anything in this deck, it would probably be the Zappies. I don't know if the Zappies are that necessary, but I guess I'm just going to keep it until I at least get a loss or two. So we're going to go for a Furnace here. He's going to have a Valkyrie. So I think Giant Skeleton, same lane, will be our best bet. Okay, so Executioner. Ooh, Executioner's pretty good against spawners, but not that good against, like, Giant Skeletons, so I don't know if that was the best idea, cycling at same lane. Oh, he's got a Hog. That's very interesting. Again, I don't think Hog is very good in this mode. Royal Hogs probably are, but Hog I don't think is, so I would not really recommend running that. I could be wrong, though, but just with what I would assume, I don't think it's that good. Minor Wall Breakers could actually be decent in this, like with Bomb Tower, because that might be a good cycle deck for this, because it probably tends to do pretty good against spawners, so... Alright, we're gonna go ahead and send that in the other lane. Go for Zappies here. Alright, we've got a Goblin Huts, maybe we'll play to get ready to defend a Hog if he does use it. Okay, he goes in for the Executioner. Gonna go for a Giant Skeleton, same lane as the Exy. And yeah, we took back the lead just by getting that chip damage, which is nice. Go for a Flying Machine here. Try to snipe what he drops. And then we'll go for a Mighty Miner. He's gonna log that, okay. Let's see what he does here. Okay, he goes in... Okay, that was interesting. He's having a hard time defending these Flying Machines, as you can tell. And this is one of the problems with, I think, using Rocket in this mode, is, as you can see, he hasn't had any opportunity to use Rocket, because it doesn't really do that good against what we have. Unless we, like, play a Goblin Hut in the back or something, he's not really going to get value out of his Rocket. So that's why every time we're playing the spawners, we're playing them high up. A Furnace is probably fine if they Rocket it, because by the time they do, it's already going to spawn a couple spirits, so it's not really that good of a trade. Oh yeah, I just realized spawners have a bigger pool radius, so I didn't even have to do anything for that Hog, even though I thought it wasn't going to pool. And yeah, it's going to be GG. This is just a matter of time at this point. It's inevitable that we're going to win this one. We just have to cycle a couple of Earthquakes now. So yeah, there we go. That's GG. So yeah, like I said, would not at all recommend using Hog. And if you are going to use Hog, it would need to be Hog EQ. Do not play Hog Rocket in this mode. It would not be very smart in my opinion. You'd probably want to run a Hog EQ with maybe Giant Skeleton and maybe like Archer Queen. That would be okay. Wow, we're against Hog again. Okay, like I'm telling you, maybe this is a better Hog deck. Let's see. Let's give it a chance, right? But if it's not Hog EQ, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not that good. Ooh, Wizard is good against spawners. Low key, Wizard is actually a pretty good counter to the Spear Goblins and stuff, and also Flying Machine. So I'm liking the look of this one a bit better. But let's see what the rest of his cards are. Okay, he's got the Cage. That Mother Witch value is pretty ridiculous. It gets so much value raged up. Alright, I'm ready here with my defense. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to go for a Hog, so we just go for the... Okay, so yeah, even though he took out the Hut, see how we get the 3 after? It's just such a valuable card, especially after the buff it got. It's so good inside of this Rage mode. So yeah, already a really good start. We just go for a Furnace here. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, he goes in for the wizard once again. So I'm just going to go ahead and split Zappies, wait for the wizard to move up, and then we'll go for a Mighty Miner on top of it. Ooh, I played it a little late, but I guess it's okay, because the wizard locked on the furnace. I was trying to avoid that. Go for a Flying Machine here. And maybe we'll just pop the ability, because why not? That hog was actually quite good by him. I got to give him credit there. Could have gone Mother Witch on it, but I decided to just ignore it. But yeah, that was a good hog. We'll go Goblin Hut here in the middle. Let's see what he wants to do. Okay, he's going to go for a Knight. Didn't even distract all of the Spear Goblins. Ooh, not that good of a Fireball because, yeah, as you can see, still get all the Spear Goblins spawning out. Maybe it was actually decent. I kind of take that back a little bit. Wizard ended up being pretty good. I'm going to go for maybe like a prediction Earthquake on the... Oh, I was trying to predict a Skarmy, potentially. That Giant Skelly was close to getting to the tower, but we didn't quite get there. I will say this hog deck he's running is definitely more suitable for this Rage tournament. This one's way better. I gotta, I'll admit, this one, even though it's off meta, it's way better than the one the other guy was using. I'm actually gonna hut in this lane. Starting to get a little bit... I'm starting to actually, this match, get a little bit nervous because it's not going too well. I think we're fine, but we got like our work cut out for us this game. It's been the hardest match so far, I would say, without a doubt. Despite him doing that, though... Oh, he actually did get one hog hit. Okay. I think we got it, though. Okay, yeah, that deck, first of all, was pretty decent, and he played pretty well, so... Yeah, that was probably the hardest match we played so far. I think the reason why was because the Wizard low-key got a lot of value that game against, like, our Flying Machine, the Mother Witch, and all those cards, and then also, the Fireball as well. So that combination worked out way better for him than the Hog X NATO guy. So we'll go for a Furnace here. Let's see what this guy is gonna do. So we'll go for that there. Okay, kind of a not very good Mother Witch because we had a ton of time to react to it. Flying Machine should get taken care of. Yes, it does. Alright. So it's looking like kind of like a mirror match. Just go for a Giant Skeleton here. And then, do I want to Earthquake that Furnace? I guess I'll just do it. Yeah, because I had a feeling he was going to play it in the middle, and we can just snipe that with the Flying Machine, as you can see. So that's very good. That Cannon Cart was also really bad. It kind of just went to complete waste. Does get some chip damage in the other lane. I gotta watch out about that. Maybe go Zappies here. I don't know if he's got a Fireball. I guess we'll find out. Huh, I feel like if he had a Fireball, he would have used it there. Oh, he's got arrows. Arrows are not that valuable against the spawners. I mean, they are again when there's a ton of Spear Goblins, but when there's just like a few, I feel like it's not that good, and it doesn't deal nearly as much damage to the buildings as like an Earthquake or... Oh, another kind of bad Mega Knight. That's what I was talking about that game before, where he didn't wait for the Giant Skelly to cross over the bridge. He played it way too early. You got to be really careful about that. And yeah, that's going to be GG, I think, already. He kind of screwed up really badly. Yeah, it's unlucky for this guy. We kind of already won. Yeah. That's tough for him. He's still trying. I mean, I respect the hustle, you know, but sorry to tell you, my man, I think that is gonna be GG. So yeah, it is gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys did end up enjoying it. We end with a nice little 3 crown there. So yeah, I hope you guys, like the video, like this deck. Make sure to like the video if you did, subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. And yeah, we're gonna be 7-0. So we won. We started at 1 win, won 6 in a row. After that, if you guys support this video a lot, I'll do another video, maybe either on the same account or my main account, maybe going to 25 or 30 wins, maybe with a different deck as, we see the meta form in this challenge. But this is, like I said, this was one of the best decks. Someone was 21 and 1 with it. People moved up a little more, but 21 and 1 is a very good record, and that's why I decided to do it with this deck. So yeah, that is going to be it. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.